Space. Everyone loves space. Many children dream of becoming astronauts and venturing out to explore the galaxy. But who helps these astronauts launch into space? Well, engineers actually play a huge role in making calculations and designing and building the spacecrafts. Let's meet someone who did just that. This woman here is Mary Jackson. Mary Jackson was born April 9, 1921 in Hampton, Virginia. Mary Jackson had a deep love for science and graduated from Hampton Institute in 1942 with a dual degree in math and physical sciences. Mary worked as a math teacher, receptionist, and a bookkeeper before NASA. Mary began her career at NASA, then known as NACA, as a computer in 1951. Before electronic computers were available, human computers were employed to carry out calculations and plot data on graph paper. After working as a human computer for 2 years, Mary Jackson was invited to work as an engineer in the wind tunnel. To become an engineer, Mary Jackson completed many courses and became NASA's first female African-American engineer in 1958. So what exactly did Mary Jackson do at NASA? She worked on experimental supersonic aircraft often used in wind tunnels. Wind tunnels are used to study how air flows around an aircraft to make the aircraft as aerodynamic as possible. Aerodynamics is the way air moves around things. The rules of aerodynamics explain how an airplane is able to fly. The four forces of flight are lift, weight, thrust, and drag. Lift is the push that lets something move up. Everything that flies must have lift. Weight is the force from gravity pulling down on objects. Weight is the opposite of lift. Thrust is the push that moves something forward. Thrust in airplanes can be from engines or propellers. And finally, drag, which is the force that tries to slow something down. Drag is the opposite of thrust. Mary Jackson's goal was to understand airflow in order to improve United States aircraft. Generally, aerodynamic objects are long, thin, and smooth. Wind tunnels move air over an object to simulate the conditions of the object in flight. They are usually tube-like and contain powerful fans to move the air over the object. Wind tunnels help NASA test ideas for ways to make aircraft and spacecraft safer. This is Mary Jackson working in one of those wind tunnels. In 1979, after 28 years of working as an engineer with NASA, she took a demotion to Federal Women's Program Manager. There, she was able to impact the career paths of women in engineering, science, and mathematics at NASA until retirement in 1985. The 2016 film Hidden Figures recounts the NASA careers of Jackson, Johnson, and Vaughn, in particular their work on Project Mercury during the space race. Mary Jackson's work contributed greatly to what we know today about aircraft, as it is advancing every day in modern life.